sports. Meanwhile, here in our AT&T studio across from the Capitol, we're happy to welcome Rosemary Van Deuren, who is the author of Ballad.
Basajaun.
That's easy for you to say.
Yes.
That's the name of the book. Basajaun.
Yes.
And you will be at Schuler's Books to sign books and talk about it. That'll be on the 26th, I understand, of September. So we have some time to plan ahead for that at 6 p.m. at the Eastwood Township. Have you ever done book signings yet?
A couple, yeah. I did.
How did they go?
It was fun. I did one at Schuler's earlier in the year, and I have one at Nicola's Books coming up soon in the future.
Is this your first book?
It is, yes.
Okay. I see on the top here it says, Basajaun is a beautiful book written by a masterful wordsmith.
I know. That was very flattering.
How about that? You walk around, you say that when someone says, what do you do for a living? You say, well, I'm a masterful wordsmith.
No, I let other authors say that for me. That's a writer friend, so he was very gracious.
Fantastic. Now, what's the book about?
It's about a girl. It's sort of my version of maybe old folklore or old fantasy. It's a girl who's trying to rescue a warren of magical rabbits.
Aha.
So it's sort of like a fairy tale. I've written it in a modern prose style, though.
Lansing State Journal says it's an unusual, intriguing young adult fantasy.
Yeah.
This young adult sector of books is really hot these days, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
How do you write? Now, I don't want to ask your age because it's not right for one to ask a lady her age, but you were a teenager at one time.
Yeah.
How do you get into the mindset to write a book aimed at young adults? It's not easy because these days you can't tell what a young adult is even thinking about because the young adult is older than they used to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I wrote the type of book that I myself would have loved to read when I was 12. So that was my jumping off point. And I wanted to write something that would hopefully appeal to adults too. You know, when you're older, you still keep that young adult side inside, which is why a lot of people still enjoy reading young adult books as adults.
What was the idea? Did it come to you in a dream, or was it some sort of inspiration?
I had a very significant experience with a rabbit when I myself was a child, when I was 5. There was a rabbit that would come to my parents' farmhouse. We lived out in Wisconsin, and I would feed him carrots and stuff, and that was a really nice experience. So that was sort of a starting point also.
Do you own a rabbit?
I do, yes.
I should have known. What's the rabbit's name?
His name is Hazel, and he's named after a rabbit from another rabbit book, Watership Down, which some people might know. Yeah.
Sure. The name Basajaun.
Yes.
Am I saying it properly?
Basajaun.
Basajaun.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. What does it? Why that title?
That is actually a Basque word from Basque country.
Oh.
So it's a word from their mythology and folklore.
What's your? Here's some Oscar Wilde right in the front.
Yes, I love Oscar Wilde.
Yet each man kills the thing he loves. By each let this be heard. Some do it with a bitter look, some with a flattering word. The coward does it with a kiss. The brave man with a sword. That's just one stanza. That's a whale of a poem there.
Oh, yeah. The Ballad of Reading Jail.
Jeez, he was something else. You know, I stayed in the hotel in Paris. He died in Paris at L'Hotel.
Yes.
And I stayed in that hotel once.
I was able to visit his home in Ireland when I was a teenager, yeah.
Where is that? Do you remember?
In Dublin, I'm pretty sure.
That's Dublin. Boy, the land of letters and poets, huh?
Yeah.
Something else. Some love too little, some too long. Some sell and others buy. Some do the deed with many tears, and some without a sigh. For each man kills the thing he loves, yet each man does not die. Boy, did you aspire to write a book your whole life?
I think so. It's been a long time coming. I actually used to do artwork, and then I started, I would do art full-time and then write part-time, and then slowly I began writing more and more because I enjoyed it so much more.
What time of day do you write?
I'm trying hard to be on a more normal schedule so I can do events like this, which are very early in the morning. But
that means you're working on something else now.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Next book, of course.
Okay. Is this one in a series or this standalone?
It could be standalone. I'm waiting to see how the response is because it's pretty new. I have a trilogy in mind if it does well, but the next book I'm working on is actually just a whole different story.
Well, did you find it hard to write?
No, I feel like I should say yes, but it just takes so long. And I tell that answer to children and adults when people say, "How do you write a book?" I said it's really easy. It just takes a very long time.
Well, there's a famous, I forget who said it. It was a columnist, I think, who says if you want to know what it's like to write, you just open up your veins and bleed.
Yes. I have heard that quote. I don't remember who it is, but that's a good one.
But so it's morning or night you sit down and write?
Night, usually. I often start at like 3 and then write on and off till like midnight.
3 in the afternoon till midnight?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when your muse comes. 8 good pages a day is what Ernest Hemingway said was a good output. Do you think that you can keep up with 8 a day, or is that easy for you? 8
would probably be okay. People often cite word counts now because we're all so computer-oriented.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. What would that be?
So people say 1,000 words a day is good.
Geez, 1,000 doesn't seem like a lot, does it?
No, it's not really.
But a book is different. I mean, I do a column every other weekend in the Lansing State Journal travel column, and it's 400
nice.
words.
Yeah.
By the time the intro's done, the column's finished.
Yeah.
You can't get it in 400, but 1,000 book words are a lot different.
Well, you hope they're all good words. That's the thing.
They've got to be. It's like a
Yes.
tapestry that you're creating.
Uh-huh.
And then have you ever written yourself into a corner? Did you know the ending before you wrote it?
Yeah, with this book and the second one I'm working on, which are the only two I've done, I knew the beginning and I knew the ending, and then I sort of
How do you
wing it
get
as
there?
I go in a lot of ways.
Does the second one have rabbits?
No, the second one I wanted to do something that wasn't animal related to show I was versatile.
Okay, we'll hold that one off then. That's a secret till you get done
Yes.
with it. But the name again is?
Bassahound.
That's easy for you to
Yes.
say. It's Rosemary Van Deuren. You can get it right now on Amazon or wherever books are
Yep,
sold.
Amazon. Yes, all
Yeah.
other bookstores too.
Paul Gallico, Tony, is the guy that said that?
Yes, that is correct.
Open up your veins and plead. Schuler's Books at 6 p.m. at Eastwood on September 26th if you happen to be in the Lansing area. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you so much.